Hello, good morning. This is your daily outlook for Friday, the 16th of March. The euro advanced yesterday, recovering from a one-month low versus the US dollar. The pair climbed to 131.19 from 130.03. Sentiment in the market has improved following upbeat economic data from the US, a formal approval of Greece's second bailout, and improved capital conditions in major US banks. Versus the Swiss franc, the single currency fell to 120.64 yesterday from 121.39, following the Swiss National Bank quarterly monetary policy assessment. The SNB decided to keep its monetary policy unchanged and will continue to enforce the minimum exchange rate of the euro Swiss at 120 Swiss francs. The US dollar engaged lower as US Treasury yields eased off 5-month highs. Initial jobless claims data was released yesterday and fell to a 4-year low, while manufacturing and business conditions in the US showed an optimistic outlook for the US economic recovery. The US Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner said during his speech yesterday the US economy is growing and is more productive but faces important challenges such as rising oil prices. Against the Japanese yen, the dollar slid to 83.19 from 84.17. Focus now turns to the US inflation data as well as industrial production and consumer sentiment expected later today. The Australian dollar rose against the greenback yesterday, supported by a weak dollar and a heightened appetite for high-yielding currencies. The pair jumped as high as 105.54 from 104.23. Looking at commodities, we saw oil prices fell sharply to $103.78 a barrel from $106.16 after a report said that Britain had decided to cooperate with the US in an agreement to release oil from government-controlled strategic reserves. Gold plummeted to $1,666.44 an ounce from $1,635.68. Gold rose to €1,271.39 an ounce from €1,262.07. And silver ticked higher to $32.85 an ounce from $31.93. Now let's take a look at what the currencies are doing this morning. The euro-dollar pivot points at 130.90 with a preference to enter into short positions at 130.90. The dollar-yen pivot point is at 83.30 with a preference to enter into long positions at 83.30. The Aussie dollar pivot point is at 104.80 with a preference to enter into short positions at 104.80. The sterling dollar pivot point is at 156.80 with a preference to enter into short positions at 156.80. And the dollar CAD pivot point is at 0.9915 with a preference to enter into long positions at 0.9915. Looking at commodities, the oil pivot point is at 106.80 with a preference to enter into short positions at 106.80. The gold pivot point is at 1662 with a preference to enter into short positions at 1662. And the silver pivot point is at 32.70 with a preference to enter into short positions at 32.70. And of course, for more up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. And on the calendar, the market movers are the US Consumer Price Index forecast to gain 0.4%, US Industrial Production forecast to gain 0.4%, and US Consumer Sentiment Index forecast to rise to 76. Now onto equities. In Europe, the FTSE was down 0.08%, the DAX was up 0.92%, and the CAC was up 0.44%. In the US, the SP 500 was up 0.60%, and the Dow was up 0.44%. In Asia at the time of writing, the Nikkei was up 0.06%, and the Hang Seng was down 0.01%. It's been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma Andre from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good weekend.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager is waiting for you now.